welcome to another episode of These Are the Aesthetics. I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. the ladies' favorite podcaster, a.k.a. Mr. Consistency, a.k.a. The Summer Is Mine. That's how I'm feeling today, man. How you doing, Gary?
Doing good, man. I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary Trust, a.k.a. Mr. Sneaker Convo, a.k.a. the best way to keep your shoes clean is to buy another pair, a.k.a. my streetwear costs more than your design.
See? That's
a.k.a. I'm about to tax y'all stylists.
All right. So here's my problem with Gary. One minute he popping fly on the show. Best way to do this is to get another pair. Soon as it comes to buying another pair, I'm saving up for a wedding, guys. God, hey, money's tight right now. I can't come out the house and buy a bottle of water, guys. Wedding next year. But how are you feeling? How's your spirits? How's your mental health? How's your physical well-being?
Oh man, I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. You know, it's officially Taurus season, as some people say. This is the time of year where it's everyone's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, man, but I'm feeling good. You know, turning 28.
I thought you was a Gemini for some reason.
No,
I'm not into
Gemini.
Oh, I'm not into all that sign shit. But yeah, salute to all
right,
the girls.
We lying already on this podcast.
No, I'm saying I'm not big into astrology. Like some of the women I've dealt with have been big in that. But me personally doing research and looking at the stars and the moon, I never done that.
Can I ask you like just a quick question?
Yes.
So when a woman ever said that, hey, I'm such and such, you never said, oh, that pairs well with Scorpio.
Never. Never.
All right, cool.
Our studio audience will get kicked out today if they keep acting this way. But
by the way, like the audience won't know, but it took 30 minutes just to start the show today. Yeah. There was a pod before the pod for sure, like usually.
As always. As far as me, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm in great spirits. A PSA out there. This is not even a flex. I know we do this show and we on camera, every other week. People think we got more money than we do. You guys got to let me know ahead of time when you're inviting me places. Especially, we live in South Florida, close to Miami. During spring break, summer-esque, everybody want to be on a yacht. Unfortunately, I'm not an entrepreneur yet. Really? I'm not a millionaire. So every weekend, I can't be on the boat popping shit. And throwing money and hanging out with bitches like y'all. Y'all got it for now. Salute. Give me a 2-week heads up so I can request the time off because I have a job, and then we can talk. All right.
Did you just give an alibi in 4K?
It's not an alibi. It's just more so like people think they pair your hobbies with your lifestyle. I am outside a little bit, but I'm outside after work. I'm outside on the weekends. No. I'm not outside like I'm taking a whole week of work to just go party with people.
So yeah. Everyone knows that everyone calls me Mr. Inside. Gary don't leave the house. I understand the jokes, but I embrace it because there's always some
inside is subjective, by the way. You could be inside of a club. Go ahead.
Anyway, so it's like, say if like a female or a guy, they ever like either ask you for money or say, hey, you want to go out to this function. Would you think that like you can't really blame them sometimes just off the way you post? And I don't want to stay on this too long because this was part of the pod before the pod.
Yes. I mean, yes, because I know a lot of people, and I used to throw events in the city. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people used to come out to show me love. So now when they're throwing their own events, I like to show face and show my support because these are the people that used to show up for me. So sometimes when I'm able to, like, okay, yes, I'll come to your R&B Tuesday. All right, I'll come to your international, music Thursday. Like but I do it out of the kindness of my heart, and people could tell you. Like I'll come, have one drink, show face, maybe dap up the DJ, chill for a little bit, and leave. Like the only places that I really hang out is where I'm plugged in. I know the owner, I know the DJ. People treat me really good. I just hang out there on the weekend predominantly, but for the most part, I be home. Like I know that's a big misconception about me, but I be home for reasons I can't disclose yet. But I be home. Bro.
No, she's never outside.
I'm really, especially if I'm in a relationship, I'm a homebody. For sure. But.
Okay. Well, how was your Easter?
I worked. I was at work.
The whole time?
Yep. I was. Yeah, I spent the whole day at work. What I mean by the whole day, I went to work at around 2 and left work at around 10, 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, the day is gone by then. Like, I didn't even get a chance to go to church, show off my little outfit. But what I did learn from y'all, a lot of y'all got kids y'all been hiding. A lot of y'all got
having kids.
A lot of y'all been doing a lot of fucking behind closed doors, and y'all hiding your secret families. Like, I see a lot of niggas with a lot of white girlfriends. It was a lot of reveals going on. Like,
it was so funny. Like when I was like during like Easter weekend, like I was literally like going back and forth with my fiance, and I know I'm not a heathen, guys, but I just personally don't like going to church around Easter because it's like every church be one overcrowded. There's never parking, and on top of that, you can barely hear the damn pastor because everybody's talking half the time. Believe it or not,
they be out there though.
All right, that's one might up. Talking about Jamaican churches. Speaking of a Jamaican church, I found out recently someone that we was giving shade a couple pods ago. I didn't say I almost ran into him, but I saw him from afar.
Okay.
So apparently, Ashton Hall goes to my church.
No way.
Because
did he bring the water and the and the ice?
You know the funny thing is about the church, and no small other church. I'm not even gonna say it's really my church. It's just a church I've been going to when I was like growing up. That's the church.
Your childhood church, yeah.
Childhood church, and then all of a sudden that Gael ended up magically ended up going to that church. Like, oh, we should go. This and that. I'm like, cool. Then I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, oh wait, that nigga looks familiar. Oh, the Saratoga nigga. And the so funny thing about the church is they had him on screen twice and stuff. Church know what they was doing.
Of course.
They know what they was doing. Yeah, so I just find that funny that me and freaking Ashton Hall go to the same church. If he goes there, he goes there, but yeah, you know what I mean.
All right, well, Ashton Hall, if you ever come across this video, you're more than welcome to come on the pod and tell us your side of the story.
So I found out this past weekend he's arm's reach.
Okay.
But other than that, I had a brunch. I got a lot of feedback from my little IG story on Sunday because my mom and my dad be kind of throwing down some Easter brunch or holiday brunch. That's a new thing she's been doing. So I had a very fulfilled weekend. For sure.
That's good, man. That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
Thanks,
it's always good to hear positive stories and stories of good time.
Exactly. Oh yeah, and another thing that's been going on with me is that I've been sending out wedding invites. Now
the saga continues.
So I've been sending out wedding invites, and I did not know how stressful that could be because it's
if you're doing it alone. Carry on. I gotta spice it up.
Not true. False. But what I realized is that sending wedding invites too is that a lot of people getting their feelings, and I just have to let people know. I know I'm friends with a good amount of people. I have a lot of family members. I can only invite 40-ish people.
Yeah, the top niggas, bitch ass nigga, you not invited.
No,
fuck out of here.
No, that alone is gonna get me some heat.
Should have went to Elliot. But top dogs, that's it.
Fam, I'm getting homies that's yo, bro, I'm trying to pull up to wedding to bust a fit. Fam, it's a wedding, not a party.
But what I don't understand with you, Gary, is 1 minute, we hire a wedding planner to ease the stress. The next minute, you stressing. Which one is it? If the wedding planner is not doing their job enough to ease that transition for you or make the process smoother, then what are you paying them for?
No, the wedding planner is doing their job. It's just people this nigga over here, I want to go to the source. What am I supposed to do? What room am I supposed to book? What flight am I supposed to take? Do I gotta bring somebody? This and that. So it's yo, fam. Like you said, all these questions could be asked to the travel agent, but people still want to come to the source at the end of the day. So it's
that's red flag number one. Because first of all, if you're asking those type of questions, you never traveled before, really. You're not for to make my wedding your first stop at traveling, if that's how you acting. But I think people are just. I feel like
everyone's excited at the end of the day.
I could speak for me. And this is not meant to embarrass you or anything. I remember when you guys met on campus. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. To now, years later, see the relationship blossom. People kind of feel like they're entitled to it. Everybody part of the story. Oh, I was there. Gary, you was working here. You sold me a shoe on the day you met your girl. Invite me to the wedding. Like it's just everybody. It's entitlement at the end of the day. But again, that's what I feel like. What you should do to solve all this is have the wedding, have the reception and all that. And when you come back to, America, we should just throw a party to just celebrate. For the people that didn't make it, if they want to come hang out with y'all, they can. Just do something at your house. You feel me? To just celebrate.
That's a good idea. More money, but hey.
Jump in the broom party. Call it something stupid.
Jump in the broom party.
Yeah, that's it.
Think I'm not Mary Paula Patton.
It's a term.
I know. I'm joking.
But but all right, we have a lot to unpack this episode. A lot of gossip, a lot of reviews, a lot of feedback. We don't have a tag yet to put in front of the episodes. A lot of the shit we're going to be talking about, these are our perspective. This is how we feel. And we only have an opinion on things because it's available on the internet. And once it's out there, you release it for it to be judged and perceived wrong, taken wrong, perhaps offending somebody and shit like that. So what are we starting with? We're starting with, I believe, Sinners. Movie that's been going super viral. I personally haven't seen the movie. I plan on seeing it later tonight, or possibly Sunday when I get off work. But you guys have done a good job ruining it for me with clips and soliloquies on where the story came from. It's like everybody have their own take from the movie. Like everybody has their critique. Like I'm seeing Christian people say it's about the devil. I'm hearing it's about vampires. I'm hearing it's about people from the South. I'm hearing it's about, Chinese migrants. I'm hearing it's about people trying to infiltrate a small group of organized people. It's just a lot going on. What are some of the crazy rumors that you've heard? First of all, have you seen the movie?
No, I did not see
You haven't seen it.
And I actually do not have any intentions on seeing the movie either.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think for, you black and your fiance is definitely black, and she wants to, cross over to that lane in script writing and and stuff like that.
But yeah, like I have no intentions on seeing this movie because one, like I don't like horror movies at all. You call me a bitch or whatnot, I don't like horror movies. I think as black people we already have enough trauma. I'm not gonna pay extra money to freaking go to sleep angry.
Horror movies are not really horror. Like the music give it away. When something is coming down the tunnel, a creepy sound start going crazy, like crazy light, some crazy footsteps.
It's like horror movies are just not my bag. That's just one. And two, it's like I don't really like the fact that like the title of the movie is called Sinners. I'm not the most holiest Christianist nigga, obviously, but it's like I just don't like the whole aura surrounding this movie. The fact that it's titled Sinners, the fact that I'm seeing black people with blood on their face and like teeth and shit, and it's like I don't even like the fact that it's coming out during like Easter weekend and shit. I don't know why. I just don't like the energy surrounded by the movie. Now I would say it does look well made. It does look expensive. Did
you see Blade?
Didn't see Blade either. Like I'm telling you, I do not fuck with like that type of like hard blood like vampire.
We have to review your black card. But
I saw Black Panther.
Have you seen Boys in the Hood?
Right,
have you seen anything?
By the way, real quick, Menace to Society is better than Boys in the Hood, by the way. But that's one. Another topic. But like, I do not have any intentions on seeing this movie. I could give two shits that it's like a 99 to 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Because you know what I hate about people? People are so like hypocritical. It's like first of all, they say, who cares about Rotten Tomatoes things? Then they give like a black movie a high score. Now everyone's running to go see it. And the second thing too that's annoying me with this movie and like the aura around it, all these women that love to post their little like Bible scriptures every day running to see this movie too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, where's the consistency in this shit? But that's just me. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it.
Nah, I honestly share some of your same thoughts initially, but at the same time, like we rarely see a big budget black film be produced. Yeah. Because one of the biggest, gripe and critique that black movies get, and even Tyler Perry gets, is the acting is bad because they're not paying the right actors, they're not hiring the blackbuster actors or the people that could bring people out to movie theaters to see it because they're cheap. The studio is cheap. There's no budget. There's not a demo that is gonna come out and support this. So I've had those thoughts, like, another Michael B. Jordan movie, another Ryan Coogler movie. Like, at this point, they're playing off nostalgia. Like, they're doing a lot of shit like, all right, this is the producer that did Black Panther. Chadwick died. Come out and see this. This is some of the same energy. Like, they did the typical pandering to black people. But, honestly, I just want to go see it just to support a black film. I think last time I checked, it's at 50 million or 60 million, close to 60 million. Yeah. And I think the whole budget for the movie was 90 million. So a lot of people are trying to, go see it a lot so they could break that record. And again, that opportunity is going to open up doors for up and coming actors, up and coming producers. You get what I'm saying? A movie don't just feed the actor and their family. There's gaffers, there's people that hold, that set the mics, custom designers, people that, pick the music. So in the grand scheme of things, I'm like, if I have to pay $12 to support this little movement, I'll do it. I'll go with something soft and sexy next to me, but I'll do it. I'll give it a go. But yeah, I'll go check it out at some point this weekend or perhaps later on tonight if they're still showing it. But yeah, it looks good. The storyline is dope. I'll have more of a review when I see it because I don't want to speculate what it's about and I don't want to ruin the movie by giving a stupid take right now. But if you're able to go see it, though, what I'll say is go support it. Go support it. Go support a young black director finding their way in Hollywood. Yeah, and I heard the acting was immaculate. And I mean, shorty, Haley, I heard Haley went crazy over there.
Oh, niggas been going over Snow Bunnies.
She went so crazy that people start saying, oh, she has some black in her. Her mom half black. When people start saying that, she went crazy. It was probably a crazy sex scene or the acting was phenomenal. Something happened so dope that people are giving her a lot of credit for. But
it maybe will get a stream out of me. And I got no smut for like Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler. Like, I've seen all the Creeds, seen Black Panther, seen Fruitvale Station. So it's like really good actor, really good director. But it's like this one not my forte. That's all.
So now my last question before we leave this topic. I know you just, give us your big tough guy shit. Man, I'll never see that shit. Fuck Michael B. Jordan.
They say that a lot.
If your fiance said, babe, I want to go see this, can you come with me? What would have been your reaction?
Oh, we already had that conversation. That's why she went to go with her girlfriends to see the movie.
Oh, you still could put your foot down. Salute. Okay. All right. He still got balls, guys. Streets back! Real nigga radio.
She just swears like when you fall in love, you give up your balls.
No, they're in her purse, but
that's not true at all.
We've been trying to talk about the NBA and the playoffs for the last 2 to 3 episodes. Yes. But
Cheech always tells me, Gary, we can't talk about it. The pussies is drying.
I've never said that directly. I've never said that directly. I just thought we weren't Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe. But now that we in a group full of men, we can actually get that shit off. What else? What are some of your takes so far? What's your favorite team? Right. Who do you have winning it all? Who do you want to win it? Who do you think is falling short?
I got a couple shit here, and Madoff, please, I'm not trying to spend no more than 10 minutes on this, so please, yes, all right,
yeah,
cool.
For sure.
All right.
ISO and Gary.
ISO and men with a dick that watch basketball. Ooh, my bad.
No, I'm enjoying this convo. I know you throwing shade, but
Ooh, my bad. Thought it was a guy podcast.
By the way, he capped. He's gonna go see that movie with Gaia. Or he probably seen it with her. Now she's going with her friend. Like, Gary can't fucking fool me, bro. I know this guy.
I hate this nigga, bro. But yes, so first topic I want to get into with basketball news. Ja Morant. Ja Morant is one of those niggas where it's like he's talented, he has everything to make a superstar, but the NBA is trying their best to get this nigga out of here. Arguably has the best celebration of all time. My thoughts on Ja Morant, where it's like, I understand, like, yes, you can say that he's being childish, he's being immature, he needs to grow the fuck up. But at this point, I gotta root for the nigga at this point, bro, because it's like, yo, y'all literally saying, oh, we're finding him every time he makes a gun gesture. It's like, I just think it's so weird for the NBA where it's like, you want to freaking like punish this guy because he was caught on video with a freaking gun, toting it, whatever. Meanwhile, this is the same country that's promoting everyone to buy guns. That's one. We're not gonna go too far into it. But it's like to the point where it's like it's almost racism at this point. Because how many freaking NBA players are like boom, 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 boom every time they freaking shoot?
I disagree. I disagree.
Oh,
one,
a lot of people have been disagreeing with me a lot on my take, by the way, on this.
Well, to really cut in super quick in that conversation, I just feel like, one, we live in America. It's never gonna be equal. You feel me? Racism still exists in certain realms of this country, in certain industries. And everybody gets a different treatment. The way they treat the white basketball player, the way they treat Kevin Love is never going to be the way they treat John. It don't matter how talented he is. Like the famous speech that Papa Pope gave to Olivia Pope in Scandal is that we have to be twice as good, you feel me, to be half, to even achieve and get half of what they have. So my thing is, what are you in this league for? That's always the main question I ask stars. Like, are you in this league to change your family's life and trajectory? Or are you here to build a legacy? Or are you here to win chips? Or are you here to ball out in front of the baddies or to fly bitches out? Are you here to show off your tunnel fits? Like, what are you here for? So obviously, Ja got a lot of growing up to do. I do feel like some of the punishments and some of the ways they target him is a little bit crazy. It's unfair. But at the same time, nigga, you brought that heat down to yourself. You get what I'm saying? You are quoted on saying this, where there's smoke, there's a fire started somewhere. Yeah, so, dog, sure. If you didn't pull up to the mall and threaten that kid, if as an NBA star, you're not at a shooting range, you toting guns and you showing off guns, again, we don't need to see what you do in your personal time. Ja could have done or enjoyed the lifestyle he enjoys. Just don't record yourself doing it because you have a corporate job at the end of the day, because the NBA is a fucking business.
I understand what you're saying.
And you still a black man in a white league. You get what I'm saying? Predominantly.
I hear you.
Not as far as players, but as far as owners.
Everything you're saying about Ja Morant is absolutely true. But the NBA is trying to make Ja Morant look like he's fucking Dylan Roof. No, Ja Morant is not a freaking danger to society, bro.
Yes, but they're making an example out of him. Hey, stay in your place, nigga. It's pretty much saying, yo, shut up and dribble. But which is wrong. I'm not saying it's right. But at the same time, whatever happened to people showing up to work, doing your job, and going home? Dog, you here to win basketball games. Mm-hmm. It's not rocket science. You on the court for maybe 48 minutes. The full game is 48 minutes. You playing maybe 45 out of the 48 if you get a little break here and there. Dog, play the game. Go home to your mansion. Go to the woods. You can't afford it. Like, why be stupid? Or why? My thing is, why force their hand? If you know they have a problem with you, doing anything gun related, dog, don't do it.
No, I hear you.
Just be mature about it.
I hear you.
Sometimes you work somewhere and the boss don't fuck with you. It is what it is. Do your job, make your money, go pay your bills, and go home.
I hear you. Now, really quick, rapid questions for NBA. Who do you have MVP for this year?
Ooh, MVP for this year. I can't really say. SGA's been balling out. I will say that. Kyrie had a good season too, but he's Jokic.
The Joker, man. That's the only answer. I fuck with SGA. I support black, but let's keep it real. This man is.
I'll say it'll probably come down between Joker and SGA.
It needs to be Joker. I know SGA was supposed to get it last year. He should have got it last year.
But who won it last year? It was Joker, right?
Yeah, it was Joker. Yeah. 3 times. If he wins this one, to be his fourth MVP, matching LeBron James.
He's not that special to me. I know his importance to the game. It's just he's boring to watch.
Okay, he's boring to watch, but he's freaking winning. Like, bro, do you understand how hard it is for the whole season to average a triple-double.
No, I get it.
At least 10 points, at least 10 rebounds,
But
and at least 10 assists.
I remember when the NBA used to be exciting. Like, you a big guy, dominate, do some shit. Like, Shaq was breaking the rim, like dunking on niggas, making fun of niggas, making silly faces. He had a big personality, like, and I could name other stars too that work, like, make it fly. Like, you could do your job. You could be a flight attendant. You could make it fly. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to. All right, guys. I get paid, but pretty much Joker is acting the way Josh should be acting.
Anyway, but yeah, like Joker, you got my vote for MVP. Even though you can't jump off a fucking curb, you built like a sack of laundry. But he comes to every freaking game and he puts up freaking ridiculous numbers. So that's my vote.
He does his job.
Yes, he does, and he comes to work. Important. My coach of the year, because a lot of people been putting a lot of smut on his name all last year, all like 2 years ago. Ime Udoka.
Oh, of course.
I want to give Ime Udoka his fucking flowers.
Rockets, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been coaching the Rockets.
Coach, yeah.
The Rockets weren't even a playoff team last year. Now they ended the season in second place. I just want to give him a little couple flowers because a lot of smut was put on that man, but I don't see enough praise. Let's put that out there.
You know what I find? You know what I find funny about the Ime Udoka shit? I know when the news first broke, I was on Nia Long's side, and there's a famous clip. I know they're gonna use it against me when I start talking like this. When black men cheat, you a piece of shit. How could you do this? This is your wife. This is adultery. Oh my God. White men cheat. He was having an affair with his mistress. Like the pretty words that they use for white people cheating, I'm jealous. You get crucified as a black man.
He was exploring.
He was exploring. And look, here's my thing. A white man cheat or a white woman cheat. They were happy. They were unhappy for a long time. They stayed together for the kids, and they wanted to co-parent well. They didn't want to divide the household and the assets. It's like it's so pretty, but a nigga
ain't shit.
Like, a nigga, God forbid you would have tried some new pussy on the side. You might have to take that out.
I'm leaving it in.
All of a sudden, you the devil. God forbid you was a Puerto Rican box on the side. Like you supposed to eat the same rice and peas every day. That's right. Okay, I'm joking. But if you married, be committed. Be loyal to your wife. But in the sake of doing this entertainment broadcast, it's just we kill each other when we get into these positions.
But I knew, literally, with finishing with Ime Udoka, I knew it was a crock of shit. All the allegations that came with him when he was with the Celtics, because I understand if he was fucking the owner's wife, whatever, cool, I get it. If you want to fire the nigga, cool. The shit where I literally freaking lost it, whereas he trying to come off as he was a creep in the locker room, harassing freaking players. I'm like, all right, if half that shit was true, there is no fucking way he would have got a job 3 months later to the freaking Rockets. Yeah. So,
ooh, he got some pussy. How unethical.
That's he was a crock of shit. So I just want to give Ime Udoka the little flowers.
Shout out to you, man. Get your, again. You did it.
Not try to steal Club 520 shit, but if I had to do a get well soon for the freaking NBA, it has to be the 76ers and the Phoenix Suns. But at the end of the day, I have to say, even though, yes, the 76ers did underperform because of injuries, the Phoenix Suns, you got Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant, and you're not in the playoffs.
No excuse.
Something got to happen. Something got to happen. And I guess if I wanted to wrap up a bit is actually, no, I have two last things to wrap up with the NBA. I don't know if you remember the player David Robinson.
It sounds familiar.
He used to play for the Spurs with Tim Duncan back in the day.
Okay.
So he was doing he wasn't doing signing. He was just out talking to fans, this and that. And then this fan walked up to him and just asked him to sign his jersey. And he's like, "No, I'm not doing that right now." So the fan literally just threw his jersey on the floor and walked off. So
he was not a true fan.
So probably not. But my unpopular opinion, I agree with the fan, bro. Bro, if you You could have just signed my fucking jersey and just continued your fucking day. You actually do more energy telling me I'm not signing your jersey than just signing my fucking jersey.
I think it's entitlement. I don't hold that against him. If I had a long day, I had an argument with my wife, and I'm forced to be here because of my job to do press. I'm answering questions on it. Like, again, I'm not a celebrity, but part of the gig is paying attention to what they do, how they behave, and the bullshit that they get into. So it's like they be dealing with a lot, bro. Paparazzi, people getting the wrong shots of them. They have to preserve their privacy. And I'm finding out if they give you a blue marker, they could literally take that signature and put it on something else and sell it. NBA players only supposed to sign shit with silver or black markers or some crazy shit. So to me, it's like, if I'm not in the mood to sign jerseys today, I had a bad morning, I didn't eat my favorite food today, fuck you. Like, I reserve the right to say no.
I understand, bro, but it's like, if you literally dead in my face, all you have to do is just scribble on it at least, bro. Bro, sign the fucking jersey. It don't take much. Just sign the jersey.
I get it. No, but I get it. But then again, somebody else could see it like, bitch, you're not Jordan. Like, relax.
Exactly.
You could have done it.
And then, like, my last, NBA takeaway, which is actually very recent. I don't know if you saw Kevin Gates was at the Laker game sitting courtside with Brittany Renner.
That was petty.
Because, Kevin Gates is in the news. Like, I don't know what it is with these rappers. I don't know if they be off the cup or they just smoke their little weed. And they just started thinking, like, they freaking Gandhi talking on Instagram saying that, I don't like the way that freaking Savannah James be looking at LeBron, this and that. Like, basically commenting on another man's relation, on another man's marriage at the end of the day. Meanwhile, this nigga, to my extent, to my knowledge, this nigga single at the end of the day. So it's like,
he has a girlfriend. What do you mean he's single?
Who's his girlfriend?
Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner. Okay. I was gonna say something, but because fuck it, fuck it. I'm gonna take it out. Last time I checked, she has on and she's not married. Cool.
Yo, Gary is one of them niggas that's about to get married that don't recognize relationships anymore. If you're not married, God only recognizes marriages. You're not married, God don't recognize boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, some pastors be trying to get that shit off. I let them talk. I listen, but cut it out. Nigga, you can't meet a bitch today and get down on one knee. Like, can I know your last name? Can I know if you could cook or not? Like, bitch, we got a date. No disrespect to the pastors that.
I would love to explain, but yes, I think Kevin Gates is corny for this. Is like, you just doing too much to get fucking attention, bro. LeBron plays fucking basketball. You're a rapper. Go your separate corner.
Oh yeah,
it's just a desperate cry for help at this point.
I think it's corny, like discussing people's public lives when you don't get paid to do it, or you gossiping as a man. It looks corny. It looks corny. But what I didn't like was LeBron taking time to address it or to make a post with Savannah James. Like, bro, you LeBron James.
You're a billionaire, bro.
Like, if you didn't respond to all the Drake shit that was happening, don't speak now. Kevin Gates is not getting you out the house to speak. Fuck out of here. But, all love to LeBron. But my last NBA take, I saw a post last night or 2 nights ago saying, like, Luka got LeBron on his back like a backpack.
That's hate.
If you've been watching the Lakers game, obviously Luka's been doing a phenomenal job. He's definitely an asset to the team. We're gonna get to it next, but we don't have Shannon Sharpe to give us a new little corny joke about Lakers in 5. We might not see Shannon Sharpe do another one anytime soon, but hey. The Lakers are performing well. LeBron almost make me want to get a Lakers jersey with his name now on the back.
I'm cool.
But yeah, it's cool, man. I'm rooting for LeBron. And at this point, as I previously said, to wrap this up, LeBron is collecting his Infinity Stones. Like, he wants, by the time he retires, there's no argument against how great he is. How many points scored, how many threes scored, how many games played, how many championships won. Like, the only argument they probably going to have left against LeBron by the end of his career is, well, you didn't win 6 rings, though. But, again, the longevity of his career is going to beat a lot of false narratives. That's just to wrap it up.
Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, Steph Curry are the only players in this league that have nothing to prove.
Yeah, but you know how it is. People get paid to talk shit or to find a corny fucking a stat. Oh, LeBron never scored 40 on a Tuesday night. Like, there's always some corny shit that they'll find to use against you. So I don't even pay attention to that shit no more.
But well, at least we brought up the biggest probably LeBron fan in the world.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about the meat and potatoes of this episode this week.
Shannon Sharpe, Mr. Club Shay Shay.
I'll let you go first, because I have a crazy take about this, and we might have to do multiple bleeps.
Well, you're kind of more privy about the story than like I am. Do you mind just telling the audience what's going on with Shannon Sharpe?
So allegations came out, because again, he there hasn't been court yet, and he's innocent until proven guilty. Allegations came out that Shannon Sharpe was involved with a OnlyFans model or OnlyFans model or Instagram influencer, and there's allegations of abuse, sexual abuse, domestic abuse, a little bit of harassment. Yes. And he's been in hot waters.
Some couple audios came out.
Audio files came out, because that's when I knew he was cooked for real. When the allegations came out, I'm like, oh, typical shit. Black man about to get a big contract. Yeah. Now everybody wants a bitch from third grade saying he touched my knee. It's always something going on.
Another Jane Doe.
Another Jane Doe. But when the audios came out, the unfiltered audios, because even when the first audio came out, I'm like, you know what? It's AI. Maybe it's not him. I don't think he's that sloppy. Not Shannon Sharpe, Mr. Southern boy, Mr. Well-raised. Mm-hmm. My family did this. My biggest inspiration is my brother. You know, good old boy. I do my job and go home. I respect women, and I have a bunch of women on my show. It was hard to believe because of the way he carried himself, you know. But, you know, allegations come out. As of right now, they're just allegations. Nobody's been to court yet. And he responded with the swiftness. He released a statement, or his representation, you know, agent or lawyer released a statement on his behalf. And later on that night, which was last night, I think he released a video, you know, 1 minute video of him saying like, hey, I know the girl, but this is nothing but a shakedown, this and that, you know, with the serious face, no jewelry on, nothing crazy. What do you think about this? Like, what's your initial reaction? And when when you broke the story down and you started looking deep in it, like what was your takeaway from this debacle?
Well, my first takeaway is that Unc is fucking out here. That's my first take.
And by the way, really quick before you go, I'm glad that the gay allegations
100% are out the way.
Yes, they're not true, because he's messing with a woman.
Multiple women, but even though this one is really the main thing, but my first takeaway is Unc has been moving out here in these streets for sure. So if I'm being 100% honest, from all the information that I see in front of me at this exact moment, on this exact day, at the time of recording now, it looks like a crock of shit. I'm being 100% honest. It looks like a crock of shit.
Not feminist Gary.
Because she always swears I take the woman's side in every aspect, but
he's a girl's guy, Mito.
This nigga want a mic so bad, like.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Shut up and direct. Not shut up and dribble. Joking, but bro, but I think it's a crock of shit, bro. Because even when I understand, like, a lot of people saying that, oh, like he's cooked. The audio came out, it's cooked. You know what? Two things that came to mind when I heard the audio is that one, it could be AI, which is a possibility. One, two, that literally could be a form of freaking role playing.
Yeah.
People forget that too. Like, obviously, I don't know if you've seen the episode in Atlanta where it's like I think it was like the finale of the third season, where like Van, she's like fucking with this like billionaire dude, and like his kink is like he likes to be like what's the word, starts with a D, fuck.
You like the dominatrix?
Not the dominant. He just likes to be like
dominated. He likes to
be dominated. Yes, it's just like he just likes to be like shamed. Like literally, it's like he just wants someone to take control over him to a point where it's like she's like spit on me, this and that. Like tell me you're gonna whip me, this and that. And it's like some niggas like that shit. It's weird for sure. It's a weird fetish.
Well, we don't kink shame. That's his taste.
Don't want to kink shame, but there's some niggas who's like, yo, bitch. Don't talk to me like that. I'll fucking kill you. This and that. They like to spice up the energy so they can have rough sex or some shit. By the way, women do that too. They'll start an argument just because they know, like, oh, the sex will be better later. That's like a weird kink that a lot of women do too. But cool. But as far as like looking deep into it as well, is that I really don't like the fact that it's like even with the lawyer, what's his name? Busby, yeah.
Busby is attached to this. He didn't learn his lesson from Jay-Z.
And honestly, if I'm playing tinfoil hat Gary, I think the main reason why he's literally going at like freaking Shannon Sharpe so hard with this woman is because I feel like, remember there's a report that Jay-Z was suing him as well?
Of course.
No report came out how much Jay-Z's suing him for. So, you know what my brain is thinking? Oh, I need money fucking quick because I know that, oh, there's a good chance I might lose to Jay-Z. What is the next big fish that I can freaking take on? Oh, I see a disgruntled woman with freaking Shannon Sharpe. So that's my take. These really die need for money, and I think it's kind of nasty that this is like what the third or fourth rich black guy that he's trying to take down as well. Mm-hmm. That's another note. And on another note, Shannon Sharpe. And I know incoming happy relationship Gary, happy marriage Gary. I know I'm gonna get the comments, but fam. You can't be requesting all this kinky shit for a woman you not claiming. Because at this point, you know what my brain is thinking? Oh, you want all this freaking little BDSM, all this shit to be done to you or whatever, all this like hardcore sex shit. There's some woman that's going to be like, oh, if I'm not getting what I want out of this, I'm giving you what you want. I'm going to take notes of all this. I'm going to try to get my bag in some way, shape, or form. That exists as well. So I just think that Unc was a little bit careless with this one. And everything what's going on with this whole lawsuit, last thing I'll say before you give your take is that, like, I'm looking at all this. This is literally legal freaking extortion. Because you can't be freaking, at the second that you've been dating me or whatever, you're recording all our voice calls. You're possibly secretly recording me, this and that. This looks like this is literally it's like you're an undercover agent. Like, what is the point of an undercover agent? To arrest the fucking criminal. Mm-hmm, so there is a clear motive into you trying to take me down. That's just how I feel about it.
For sure. I have mixed feelings about this. My initial reaction to the Shannon Sharpe thing, I was shocked because of the way he presents himself and carries himself. Yeah. And he's always professional. You get what I'm saying? So is Stephen A. And I've said this earlier too, like, you know, being a black man at this, you know, working at this level in the industry, you have to be twice as good, twice as perfect as the next man, as the next white guy that wants your job. You get what I'm saying? So I was a little disappointed because I felt like, damn, soon as a nigga get a bag, you know, he start thinking like he more powerful than he is, and he start moving crazy. It's like, and with all this Diddy shit going on, I thought niggas would take hint of that and start slowing down. You get what I'm saying? And yeah. So yeah, my first reaction is I was very disappointed. I didn't want to believe it at first because I thought it was AI. I thought it was a shakedown. He's about to sign a huge contract soon. Like, this is an opportunist trying to extort him. My second reaction is I'm disappointed, again, because of how you carry yourself and who you are and how you have told us you were raised. You feel me? My third reaction as I'm processing this is, bro, I'm going to sound like you for a second. Like, where's your dick discipline? Like, you lack self-control. At your big age, he's 54, right? 52 or 54.
Yeah, mid-50s.
You messing with a girl under 21 is a red flag.
If she's allegedly that age, that's another thing.
Like, and yes, she's legal enough to fuck, but she's not legal enough. Not legal. She's legal enough to fuck, but that does not mean she's mature enough to be in a consensual relationship with her. You get what I'm saying? And at your age, Shannon, you technically, in some cases, could be her grandfather. So were you fucking this girl or raising her? Were you coercing this girl? Where do you meet this girl? Where does a guy like you, with your status in society currently, meet people like this? Plus, you have a daughter, my nigga. I'm not even trying to bring kids into this. You have a daughter that is older than the girl you fucking. That's disgusting, bro. You have enough money, you have enough access to either do it the right way or buy it more discreetly. There's places rich men go for that type of kink. If you have that type of kink and you want that level of shit to be done to you, there's escort services. They exist.
DR.
Or what I was saying when I got here, dog, you want to get that shit off? Go to Colombia real quick. Go to Costa Rica. Go to DR.
Somewhere with a beach.
Go pay for it, and at least it won't trace back down to you. Go somewhere you're not known, bro. Like, and again, to drive it back to your point, you want to do all this shit, but you don't want to claim the girl. You don't want to be seen with her, or you don't want to say that's your girlfriend. Like, that's crazy. At some point, we have to take responsibility and we have to look at the role we play in our own suffering, bro. Like, you at a point, my nigga, where you should be self-aware, making people around you sign NDAs, and being just a responsible adult, bro. There's a lot at risk. That means there's a lot at stake. That means there's a lot at risk. You too powerful. When you go down, a lot of people go down with you. Because now they're going to be questioning poor Stephen A. Because he vouched for you to come on the show. They're going to question any woman that's been on your podcast, on your show, to figure out if you made them feel uncomfortable. Like, you throwing a lot of people in hot water right now. And for the run that you on, bro, you really letting us down. And I'm not even making this like, bro, we expected more from you. Yeah. As a content creator, I'm hurt. Because now you making big corporations scared to give niggas like us a bag because they're like, oh, as soon as we give these niggas more than $1 million, they start wilding.
They're going to get a white woman and then they're going to be a case and then we got to drop them. It's like we've seen this shit multiple times. So,
like, we've seen this story unfold times and time again. And, bro, like, there's enough women your age, Shannon Sharpe, to have a consensual relationship with. Bro, go get a 35-year-old.
Older 20s, yeah, that's it. But if I had to ask a question too, is like the one thing I'd say we're wrapping up this Shannon Sharpe shit is that do you think he's dropped by ESPN after this?
I think it's based it's all based on the wording of the contract. Because I was watching an episode of the Joe Budden podcast and he was saying like he added some clauses in his contract where if I'm not found guilty of anything and it's just allegations, you guys can't drop me from this deal. So as a black man, I feel like if his lawyer did the right job and structure his contract the right way, and he's being investigated and he's found not guilty of anything, they might not let him go. I mean, he's an extreme talent. He's one of the best at what he does, and he's prime time. I think they'll give him a pass. But then again, that's not the first allegation relating to women that came out against him.
That's
like
there's
been
more
things
than once is like
there's been things since he was on FS1. So yeah, man, like they gave you a pass because you allegedly recorded yourself accidentally on live having sex. Kiki, we let that moment pass. You're a man enjoying yourself on your time off, having fun, cool. But dog, enough is enough.
No, I hear that. Like
I'm not saying you did anything illegal, but you were being irresponsible, if that makes any sense.
No, it makes sense. Like, one thing I would say is that, like, I personally see Onk taking a break from ESPN. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that he need ESPN. I think
they're gonna definitely have him lay low or give him a paid leave situation or something. Yeah,
I think he's fine without ESPN regardless. But it's like, bro, I literally just saw Jonathan Majors damn near lose everything from running away from a white woman. And now this is like your second encounter with another woman involving sexual like acts. So it's like, bro, and keep in mind, ESPN is owned by Disney.
Yeah.
So I just want to keep that in mind.
They want to keep things cookie cutter clean. Yeah, correct. Great point. Great point.
Exactly.
Speaking of old people that should be dating in their age bracket.
That's a nasty cycle.
A legend is at play here. Tracee Ellis Ross, daughter to Diana Ross.
2 syndication shows under her belt.
Living legend. they're both equally famous in their own right. She created a path outside of her mom's fame and wealth and stuff. Tracee Ellis Ross, actress, influencer, model, fashionista, did the Michelle Obama podcast. And it got to a point they started talking about her dating life and her dating history. And she came out and said, hey, I don't date men my age because I don't like the toxic masculinity that they exude. I prefer dating younger men. Now, the internet went into uproar because they're like, oh, bitch, you washed, you this, you that.
People so mean.
If a man said everything you said, he'd be in hot waters, this and that. It was split between two sides. There's people that's saying like, bitch, you too old for this, find you a husband and settle down. Then you get the group of people saying you beautiful, you successful, you've grown, you could do what the fuck you want with your vagina. Where do you fall on the spectrum?
And before I give my take, I have to repeat, I'm not part of Fresh and Fit.
If you have to preface it that way.
My name is not Myron. So what I will say is that Tracee Ellis Ross, I'm gonna say that you have a right to date whoever the fuck you want.
You have the right to remain silent, ma'am. I'm booking you for fucking with underage. I'm just joking.
Stupid, bro. But like one thing that like women, and I wish we try to get women on the show, like an older woman to give or take, but
a seasoned woman.
A seasoned woman.
It's not age shame.
Veteran. Trained assassin. I'm joking. But like my issue with Tracee Ellis Ross is like, I'm not trying to put too much smut on her because it's not like she tried to promote like women her age. Like, oh, you need to stop fucking with niggas my age. You need to start dating young men. I'm not saying that's what she did. She's just telling her experience and her preferences. But what I want to tell other women that's not Tracee Ellis Ross is that like this is not normal.
This is not applicable to you.
Yes.
You're not in the tax bracket to play like that.
You don't have like the actual
You can't qualify for that house by yourself under your credit. Don't pop your shit like that.
She just tricked.
Go ahead.
So like, yes, Tracee Ellis Ross is like, yes, you're a beautiful woman. You're still in good shape. She can pull damn near almost any man she would like. But if I'm being 100% honest, the only reason why I feel like, obviously I don't know her, why I feel like she has this perspective is because the men that she possibly wants that's in her age range, her age bracket, because they want women that are probably half her age. That's just my mind, because I'm not trying to sound like a Kevin Samuels, because it's crazy enough. Kevin Samuels talked about this with Tracee Ellis Ross. Literally, there's a video coming out. You would swear Kevin Samuels was alive today. He really said that like, and along the lines is like, hey, women would love to be with Tracee Ellis Ross, to sleep with Tracee Ellis Ross, but a lot of men, especially like a dude that's younger than her, probably won't take her serious, possibly, or just look at her as a meal ticket.
For sure.
So, and at the end of the day, it's like, I understand like women go through like a lot emotionally. I understand like the biological clock is like a whole thing as well. And I believe women are actually more like, not say sexually active, but they like kind of like, they want sex more than men at certain ages as well when you get older.
Their libido kind of go up.
Yeah. So like that plays a part as well. But it's like, I'm just going to say like, I'm going to call cap on that perspective, just my personal opinion, because I'm just saying that her perspective is skewed based off like where she's at in her life at the moment. That's just my point.
Let me just start my take by saying, you are allowed to fuck anybody you want, as long as they're legal, and as long as it's legal, the person is legal themselves, age-wise, and it's consensual. Let me start with that. So have your fun out there. You get what I'm saying? As far as Tracee Ellis Ross now, let me just zoom in on you. Here's my thing. When you go and said most older men, depict or exude traits of toxic masculinity, first of all men, we're not a monolith. You get what I'm saying? You can't just categorize all men. I'm pretty sure you could meet a nigga your age that could satisfy you, that could match your energy, But that might not be what you want. You might want somebody you can control. Like you're an actress, you're a fashionista, you're an influencer, you travel a lot. You get what I'm saying? If your preference, like it's just the framing of, it's the delivery of the message and who's saying it that matters to me in a way. So it's like if you say, I prefer younger men because they're able to please me in a way, they have less expectations of me, and I'm able to just drop him whenever I want. I control the dynamic of that relationship. Power to you, baby. You made the money, you successful, you good. It's not like you need him for his money. Do whatever you want. But I don't think, like, it's almost a skill. Women frame certain things to have other women that are not living that life to kind of relate to them. Like when you saying, oh, most older men exude traits of toxic masculinity, now you just bashing a whole demographic of men. What about the young men that you deal with that might be financially irresponsible, or that might not have the emotional maturity to deal with a woman of your caliber, or might not be able to treat you like the queen that you are and appreciate you inside and out the way a seasoned guy can? You get what I'm saying? I just don't like when we marginalize a group of people, because if, like I said, if a nigga said, man, I don't like these old bitches, I like fucking young, you know what women would be saying? Oh, you sound like a rapist. You sound like you be grooming people. Oh my God, I'm gonna keep my daughter away from you. Who is this guy? Oh, get him out of here. Stop making podcast equipment. It's like we hear it.
We hear it every
comment. So it's like, I just don't like that. You know, it's a double standard that women get to pop fly on these subjects. And I know she's speaking to a demographic of women, probably in her age bracket, that chose this path. Like, all of your yesterday made you who you are today. You chose your career over a family and kids. You chose to not get married. You chose to fuck with young men. You chose to not make your relationship public. You chose this path. So now you got to lay in it. And it's no knock if that's your personal choice. Young niggas feed your soul. They drop good dick and you go about your business. Cool. But don't attack the rest of us in the process. Like, I always do this math, and I know I'm going to sound like a fucking a caveman when I say it. Most, again, I'm not saying all women. Most women start having sex around 16, right? Let's say you start having sex at 16. Tracee Ellis Ross is in her 50s, correct? So you had your 20s, your 30s, your 40s to find a perfect mate to settle down. You beautiful, you rich, you curvaceous. You have access to any man that you want. You a trophy piece. Something is not clicking. Are you not feminine enough? Are you not submissive enough? Are you arrogant? Are you exuding traits of toxic femininity? Like, what is it? Like, what is it is not clicking for you to not be able to find a partner with how you look and the success you have? And again, I heard a take saying, oh, sometimes as a beautiful woman, you think you have more time. As a beautiful woman, you go through what's called analysis paralysis, where you have so many choices, you don't know what to choose. No, you know what to choose. You just think, oh, I want to have some fun. You want to have your cake and eat it too. You can't dedicate a portion of your life where you fuck the thug niggas, the drug dealers, the scammers, and then leave the latter years to find a husband. It doesn't work like that. A healthy marriage is something that is worked on. That's something you have to build from the ground up. You have to build with somebody, go through war with somebody.
No, here you go.
And to wrap up, the best analogy I've heard from a married woman that's been married for a long time, I saw her having dinner with her husband, and the way she described her husband, she was like, yo, this is who I fight my battles with and who I celebrate my wins with. What a beautiful thing. Yeah. You know why she said that? She has equity in this nigga. She put time in to build this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the last thing I would say is like, I think this is kind of like the dark side. I'm talking about Tracee Ellis Ross. Is like, women like Tracee Ellis Ross, this is like, you know, when like you've been like quote unquote the it girl for so long, I'm pretty sure you get an abundance of options.
And you think you're still gonna be in your prime forever.
Exactly. So it's like with her mindset now, not saying there's nothing 100% wrong with it. That's her lifestyle. But we've seen it before when you're in your 50s and then when you hit 60, something else clicks in the brain. And we witnessed that with Vivica Fox. No disrespect.
Yes. And the last thing, I know I've been saying this is the last thing. The last thing, we discount the feeling that we have having a partner. I know, Gary, we give you a hard time and we talk shit all the time, but we niggas, we gonna talk shit and we gonna tease you a lot. But it feels good, ladies, to have a man rub your feet after a long day. It feels good to come home and a home cooked meal, somebody ordered you some food, pour you a glass of wine, run the bath water for you, open a jar for you.
Hear your issues.
Hear your issues. Listen to you vent. You get what I'm saying? It feels good to not get your own baseball bat to go check what the noise is downstairs. It feels good to not pay for that vacation all by yourself. So stop acting like we don't need each other. That's the only thing. We both need each other. I'm not trying to be in a relationship with another nigga. So one of us have to be submissive here. You pick.
Well, it takes two to make this relationship for this podcast.
Yes. So again, man, we all need each other. Let's do what we gotta do. We don't have enough time. We will continue this conversation another time. Part 2 on the way. But yeah,
What do you go by, man?
Damn it. I go by the name of Cheech, aka damn, we need to start recording 2-hour episodes.
I go by the name of Gary, aka Mr. Sneaker Convo, aka the birthday boy.
Yeah, for sure. Birthday weekend ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll make a whole announcement this weekend. You'll see him shake his ass somewhere.
A whole
we
weekend.
finally
inside.
dragging Gary out the house. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we go by the name of
These are the aesthetics.
These are the aesthetics, and we'll see you guys soon.
Peace.